So tonight, despite a previous warning, the 1st Judicial District Attorney's Office sent another domestic violence victim to jail recently for refusing to help prosecute her abuser.
And Nate Morabito's latest discovery comes nearly 2 years after his investigation resulted in a call for prosecutors to stop jailing victims.
Court records show just last month the same prosecutor behind some of the previous jailings asked a judge for what's called a material witness bond because the key witness in his aggravated assault case refused to testify against her abuser and refused to let their children testify. As a warning, you're about to hear a frightening 911 call from those children. Since kids are involved, we've decided to withhold the names of the abuser and the victim. Not only did that abuser go to jail, leading up to his trial, the victim did too.
We need you here right now.
It's a chilling call to 911.
My dad, he's just being weird right now.
Made by a terrified 9-year-old in August 2016.
He's trying to kill my mama.
Worried her father's going to kill her mother.
Help, please.
Her scared siblings nearby.
What'd you do to your hand?
Hard telling.
A police report shows the man, fueled by alcohol, placed his hands around his girlfriend's neck several different times. These pictures evidence of her injuries.
I didn't want it to be prosecuted to begin with.
The victim says she only wanted him out of the house that night, not long term.
He is the father of my 3 kids and I love him.
Those are among the reasons why she says she defied her subpoena and refused to testify against her boyfriend, failing to show for his preliminary hearing and then telling an investigator neither she nor her daughters would be at the trial, adding if we don't go, the case will be dismissed. That's when the prosecutor asked a judge to sign this order, which resulted in this mugshot.
Being handcuffed like I'd done something wrong, and I didn't do anything wrong, I felt was more traumatizing than what I went through that night.
The woman eventually appeared at trial, but invoked her Fifth Amendment right, refusing to answer questions that could incriminate her, answers that would have likely been much different than what she originally told police in 2016.
I think it's outrageous that you would put a victim through that. You know, again, if you're a victim of crime, you shouldn't be forced to do anything.
Kathy Walsh is the executive director of the Tennessee Coalition to End Domestic and Sexual Violence. She believes any practice that forces a victim to testify against an intimate partner only puts that victim in more danger of future abuse.
No victim should ever be put in a position where they have to choose between their safety and going to jail.
District Attorney Ken Baldwin defends the decision in a statement saying in part, the intent of the District Attorney's Office is to hold offenders accountable for their actions. It is the priority of any prosecutor to ensure the safety of victims no matter what crime has been committed. Since 2016, the DA's office has maintained a victim's testimony is crucial to securing convictions and sending repeat violent abusers to prison.
You playing on bonding?
In this case, it turns out prosecutors did not need the victim's testimony. Just last month, a jury found her boyfriend guilty of aggravated assault inside the same courthouse that is home to a victim's rights plaque, next to the same jail where officers booked this victim. An outcome she says continues to impact her family. As our 2016 investigation found, Washington County's past rare practice of jailing domestic violence victims violated its federal domestic violence grant. As a result, the state warned the practice could jeopardize grant funding, saying it isn't allowed and compromises the safety of victims. The prosecutor involved in this case is no longer funded by that grant, so we're told Washington County is in compliance.
Nate, thank you. Judge Lisa Rice signed the order in this case. She told us, quote, it is protocol. If a witness is served with a subpoena, it is a court order to appear. If any witness does not appear after proper service, they can be held in contempt after the proper procedures are followed, end quote. In this case, officers booked the victim into the jail and the judge quickly released her on her own recognizance without ever charging her with the crime.